Thank you for joining our webinar today. We're going to be talking about remote spectrum capture, which can be done with a DOCSIS standard that's out there, and it can really make a tremendous difference in how you are maintaining your cable plant, saving you time, money, truck rolls, length of truck rolls. So we're going to be talking about that today, and we've got some real life use cases that we're going to be talking through. Before we get started, I just want to make sure that you are aware that you can ask questions at any time during the webinar. So you'll see on your screen a panel where you can type in that question. There's a little arrow where you can expand that out or close that back up again. So at any time during the webinar, feel free to ask a question. We'll do our best to address all of those questions at the end. If there's something that we don't get a chance to get to, if you don't get a chance to type it in, you can send us an email to info@zquorum.com with your questions if you think of them afterward. Also, anything that you type in during the webinar we'll be able to see. So if for some reason we don't get a chance to address it live, we'll be certainly sure to address that with you after the webinar. My name is Rick Uzzi. I'm the Vice President of Marketing here at zQuorum, and with me is Arthur Skinner. Art, you probably know if you've been to the trade shows and been by our booth. He's always at the WEC show and at the Independent show. Representing zQuorum in our booth. Welcome, Art.
Thank you, Rick. Good
also,
to be here.
Yeah, I'd like to thank also NCTC for allowing us to present this webinar to the NCTC members today. Just real quickly about what we do. A lot of you probably know us already. You could be getting one or more of these services from us, so you may know us through our TrueVision diagnostics application, our DOCSIS P&M tool, pre-acquisition analyzer. Remote spectrum is the tool that we're talking about today that will let you view spectrum from the CPE. We also do commercial and residential VoIP with our Voice Select product, hosted email, engineering services, carrier-grade NAT for IPv4 to IPv6 transition, and then 24/7 by 365 support for the end user. That's for data, voice, and even video. We've got some of our operators that are using us for after-hours video support as well. So, again, today's topic is downstream troubleshooting and some of the challenges there and the way that this new technology can help you out. And one of the issues that we see, obviously, is that you've got a lot of endpoints out there that you generally have no visibility into unless you happen to roll a guy in a truck out there somewhere to start taking readings. Or you may have, you could put, if you got enough money, you could put network probes in your network, but those are expensive, especially if you want to get any kind of reasonable coverage. So it's a challenge for operators, right, Art?
It is, Rick. As many of the operators that are listening in today are aware of, this is the traditional process for troubleshooting these types of issues. So you may get a call into your call center, and that call center rep will try to solve the problem, but if they're not able to solve it in a timely fashion or can get to that root of that cause, then they'll send a service tech, and that service tech may or may not be able to solve, and in most cases not solve these types of issues. So then they'll send a maintenance tech, and that person will go into the network and try to solve those problems or understand what the problem may be if it's there. So it's a lot of hunting and pecking, if you will, moving around the network and people driving around with different meters and different products and trying to determine it. So a lot of time and energy wasted in most cases.
Yep. And so now again with something called CPE spectrum capture, you also hear it referred to as full band capture or full spectrum capture. This is a standard that is now in DOCSIS, or has been in DOCSIS for a while actually, that allows you to actually read the spectrum passing through a cable modem or a set-top box that's out in the field. So suddenly you can have insight right there at the customer premise. Like I say, it's been out there a while, although just, it seems like in the last 6 months to a year, we've seen a lot more newer devices obviously in the market and some older devices where they've updated the firmware to support what was in the hardware. So we're seeing more and more devices that are supporting this. So operators now are able to take advantage of this. And again, the beauty of this is that rather than having to, you eventually may have to roll a truck, right? But the beauty is that you can actually track down the problem from the office. Somebody could be at home. They could be on vacation. Not that people are tuning out now because they don't want to be at home and they don't want to be on vacation working, right? Or a technician in the truck, rather than having to drive to a particular area before he drives out, he can maybe track down the problem so he knows where to go. So this is a big advance. And today we're going to be talking about some things that one large MSO that's using our remote spectrum product is doing. And before anybody tunes out on that and thinks, oh, you know, I'm too small for this, or this has got to be really expensive, I can't save any money with this, that's not true. Really, operators of any size can use this product. In fact, it's really well suited to operators who have a lot of rural area because they're in the trucks for longer periods of time and maybe have some long stretches between customers. So it's really good for that. And it's not, this technology is not expensive. If you look at it based on the cost of having meters and it's all software based, then it's actually very affordable.
So, Rick, we have a situation in this particular case. We're going to be talking about some of the actual field applications that have been determined with this product. But this isn't a large operator. We can't name this particular operator, but they've had great success with the product today, and or the process of the product. And how they do that is they have maintenance techs inside the office who are directing field techs out in the field, in this case over 300 maintenance techs who have the tool themselves but also in the office, and they can analyze more efficiently and effectively the best ways to go and solve those problems and not have to be going out and taking network down in certain areas and doing a lot of troubleshooting. So a really good model to be able to use more efficiently the time and energy that it takes to solve a problem or determine where a problem is, and then to solve it by going out in the field and pinpointing specifically where that might be in a very large geographic area or a small area. We've seen this type of model work very efficiently for small operators all the way up to the very largest.
Mm-hmm. And this particular operator really covers those areas. They've got some very dense urban areas, and they've got some areas that it's very rural, which we'll see actually in one particular use case where they found something. I think, as far as deployment, so one of the first things that they had to do obviously was train the folks that were going to be using this, and they didn't really know what to expect there, but it's interesting that it was a lot easier than they thought.
Yeah, that's a great point, Rick. I mean, most times training can be long and arduous from a standpoint of, how to understand a product, how to implement the product or the service in the field, and that's from a maintenance service perspective. In this case, it's a very simple, easy application. It can be used on devices like tablets and smartphones and laptops and desktop computers across all types of tools. But what's neat about it is it's about a 30-minute training process, and it can be done by a webinar. Mm-hmm. And what we've been able to see is once the field tech or the maintenance tech sees it, they understand it because it's something that they've seen quite a bit of with either a handheld meter that many of the operators have purchased or a spectrum analyzer. So they already get it. They get it immediately once they start looking at it.
Yeah, in fact, he was telling us about his training. He set up these 30-minute webinars in the different regions, and he spent part of that time on telling them how to get the server side up because there's a server component and a client component. And once he got to the client component and he pulled the screen up, all the techs said, oh, yeah, I see that. They see it every day on their meters. So, and he had the idea of, well, let me show this to the guys in the NOC and see if it's something they could possibly use. And when they saw it, they were like, what in the world is this? Because they don't use meters.
Exactly.
So anybody who uses a meter will find that that's something that they're familiar with. And not only was it easy to train the guys, but they saw immediate results because, again, the guys were able to get up and running quickly. So they actually found that they were saving on some maintenance calls like 70% on mean time to repair, and they were able to avoid some truck rolls by having access to this data remotely. In fact, kind of the bottom line statement that they said to me was that their guys in the field are spending a lot less time finding problems, which is giving them more time to fix problems. So that's the big time savings there.
That 70% number is tremendous in mean time to repair.
Yeah. So again, the usual process, as Art was saying, was this hunt and peck kind of thing, and he actually described it, what they would go through normally, and this I'm sure applies to everybody pretty much who's listening today. They would send a guy out into the field, and in their case, he'd have to climb a ladder, open up a test point, plug in a meter, take some readings, get down from the ladder, put everything back in the truck, and then drive down the road, and he'd repeat that process maybe 2, 3, 4 times to try to isolate the problem. So obviously that's not the most efficient thing. So instead, here we're looking at this is a before shot of an issue that they were able to track down using remote spectrum capture. In their particular plant, he was telling us they're averaging like N+5 or N+6, so they've got 5 or 6 amplifiers on any given leg, and in some rural areas, he was telling us they could be up to 12 amplifiers deep, which I believe was the case in this particular situation.
That is the case in this situation, and that's not unusual for many operators in today's market. I mean, most operators are trying to take that M+ down as far as they can, but there's still a number of amplifiers cascading out through the network. And in this case, we had one of those field technician individuals that was sitting in the office, identified a problem. The customer was complaining of some issues, and they would then go to that particular customer. Once you load this information, you load the customer information into it, you can look at that modem. So we have 2 different modems that we're looking at here. So you can see the modem that's kind of light colored on the screen, and that's kind of a light blue. The signals within the spectrum are really very, very well off, as you can see. And then the ones that are in the blue modem are perfect. They're moving perfectly across the spectrum. So the idea was, in looking at these two, and this happens to be on the same node and running on a leg of off the node. So the individual is able to work back from the worst modem back to one of the best modems, and then to be able to determine that there was an issue between those 2 spaces in the network. So they then rolled field tech, went out there, and they happened to find a fault in the cable.
Right.
So easily to be able to easily track that, find that issue, sitting within the office or within the field office, or could be even sitting in your truck out in the area without even having to go take the plant down and you know, run a meter on it. So really cool.
Yeah. So here we're looking at the aftershot of that. So again, they were able to direct him to the right place by seeing those 2 modems. And again, you can see here we've got the 2 different signals, and here is where they enter the 2 different MAC addresses. So they would keep changing this particular turquoise color, light blue, until they found a modem that was good, and then they knew where to send that guy.
Right.
And as they kind of told me, they said without this tool, they would have spent a lot of time troubleshooting it, again, more time fixing, or finding, I should say, but instead they could send them to a particular place located between 2 specific addresses, and they were able to address that. This is an interesting use case that they found after they started using the product, right, Art? So they've got, basically, here's 2 modems where you've got the light blue and the dark blue, but they both look the same in this case.
Yeah, so I mean, when you combine your plant, you have your broadcast channels, and you're needing to combine your narrowcast, which is, you know, uses the internet and the home phone and the video on demand and the switch video. That's very important to have all that balanced. And then in this case, we're able to determine, sitting in the office, that, you know, it's not, the levels are dipping. As you can see, the dip between those 2 red arrows on the 450 megahertz to 495 megahertz. So the tool is demonstrating that we've got a problem there. You know, and this would be indicative of a customer complaining that I'm getting, you know, pixelation, which would be micro blocking, or some sort of error message in channel switching. So the idea is that, you know, we might be able to identify this problem before the customer does, but the customer is most likely calling and complaining about these issues. So once you pull that customer information up, you can determine, hey, I've got a problem here. You know, I gotta go find out what this is.
Yeah. And he kind of described the process, and everybody listening probably will recognize this. So again, in this case, normally what they would have done prior to having this tool is they'd have a customer who would call into the call center, and the call center would talk to the customer, do their best to troubleshoot the issue, but eventually not kind of give up and not be able to do anything about it, and they'd feel they'd have to send a service tech out. So the service tech would go out, and he'd realize after looking at it that, well, you know, this looks like a maintenance issue. This isn't anything that I can address. So he'd go back to the office and put in a ticket, I guess, internally to send out a maintenance tech. Maintenance tech would come out. He'd trace the problem down the line until he got to the node and realized, wow, this is actually coming from the head end that way. So he'd go back to the office and put in a work order for the head end tech to look at it, who eventually would get around to that, check things out, and turn power levels up on those channels, and the problem would be fixed. But this might be 2 days later. So here you've sent 2 people out into the field. You've got this customer and other customers who may be experiencing the same problem who've had poor service during that time. So again, we're looking at the before shot here, where when they had this tool and they realized this was an issue, the maintenance tech who saw this was able to call over to the head end tech for this particular head end for that CMTS and said, hey, can you check something for me? Can you look at these particular channels? It looks like they're 10 dB too low. And the head end tech turned the power up, and he was able to verify right then that everything then looked good like this. And a problem that prior would have taken a couple of days to fix now took just a few minutes of getting on the phone with the right guy.
And this is a great example because the two folks within the organization working together without having to send anybody out into the field were able to solve this problem. And the time and the energy and the money, the energy in most cases, but the time and the money is a big savings there.
And a better experience for the customers. And you can actually do some things proactively here. These guys are beta testing a report that we've got for them where they can put in particular MAC addresses, and we'll spit back out basically frequencies and the amplitudes, so they can actually now look for this stuff beforehand and maybe address them before a customer calls in.
That's right. Hey, this is a great example, Rick, of a voice quality issue. You can see the two modems that we've displaying here in the tool. And it was representative of a customer was calling and complaining that the modem was bumping offline, so basically rebooting. And when we pulled the spectrum information up in the channel where the modem, where the dedicated voice channel is attached within the spectrum, we could see that there's a problem there. And when you compare it against the other modem, you notice that they're both on the same trunk. When they went out, they found that there was a fault in the cable, and there was a crack. And when they replaced that cable, lo and behold, it solved the problem.
Yep. And this is another use case that's come up for them. So they're in the process of prepping for DOCSIS 3.1, and the plan is that they'll be adding more DOCSIS channels and freeing up some video channels. So the guys on the video side will come to them and say, hey, here's a particular channel or series of channels that you guys can start using for your DOCSIS carrier, and they want to be very careful before they go ahead and turn that DOCSIS channel up that there's nothing else on there, because in the past they've run into issues where they'll go ahead and do that, and then that blows up the call center and things start breaking. So it's not a happy time when they do that. So normally what they would do is they'd send a guy out in a truck to start plugging in a meter to some nodes and making sure that there's nothing there, right? But now they had another way to do that.
So most of the operators do have this they know where they have open spectrum to be able to use the 3.1 carriers, but sometimes there's an error in that. Sometimes somebody doesn't document it correctly, so you do have to physically. It's nice to physically check, because if you don't check and you roll out a spectrum on top of another, you're going to have an interference issue and problem, and the customers, it's just not going to work. So in this case, you can double check that by seeing where there's available spectrum to roll that spectrum into, and it's a very simple process. In less than 15 minutes, you can check dozens and dozens and dozens of devices to make sure that you've got the spectrum available to utilize.
Yeah. And then another use case here that they've discovered, this provider, like others, they've got a bunch of trap filters on the network from a long time ago when they were offering internet only.
Yeah, so everybody remembers this. I mean, in the early days, there's a lot of channel block devices still in play. We don't want them in play, but we know that they're there. So you can do these on a onesie twosie basis and find them as customers call. You go out in the field and see things, but at the same time, we're looking at ways that we can take this tool and we can survey a myriad of modems, a number of devices, and find where these may be in play, and then periodically go out and remove them. So you can see the two different curves here on the spectrum on the different devices, And the lighter blue one and down the low bottom there obviously has a channel block device in there.
Yeah, and it's interesting because this maintenance team that's using this now, the use of this is starting to be socialized throughout the organization, so other departments know about it. So they've actually been asked to help identify the addresses where all of these traps are. And again, this beta report that we put together for them that they're testing for us is one way that they can do that. So you can go in and enter a list of MAC addresses and frequencies, and then we'll generate a report that shows the frequency of each modem that it's on, that it's tuned to, and then the amplitude. So he can now, based on those parameters, sort that and determine where these filters likely are, and then they can go out and address those. So that gives you just an example of some of the things that you can do with this this technology. Again, this is something, it's a CableLabs standard. There are a lot of modems that support it, which I'll get to here in a minute. But just a little bit about our product, Remote Spectrum, that uses this technology. So there's two pieces, like I mentioned. There's a server-side component, and that can run, you just put it on a server. It doesn't have to be a huge server. It can run on Linux or Windows. And that's what goes out and connects these cable modems. Once you install that server, it will tell you which modems actually support spectrum capture. And it also ties into what authenticates the clients. So your technicians that are using the product, whether in the office or out in the field on a device, that's how they get authenticated with the app. And then there's the app, the client app, and that's what you use to view the spectrum. That can be viewed on a desktop, laptop, tablet, smartphone, and the various permutations of that. So that's how the product works. And we're going to take questions here in a moment, but I know one of the first questions is going to be, well, how do I know if devices are compatible? There's not a list that I'm aware of out there. However, we have put one together because of the fact that we have our TrueVision software that is already managing lots of modems out there for various different providers. We're already connecting to those modems to get diagnostics information. We can also check at the same time whether they support full band capture or spectrum capture. So we have that list. If you go to our Remote Spectrum microsite, which is at remotespectrum.com, under the Get Started, you'll see a link to compatible modems, and we've got a fairly extensive list up there. It's not exhaustive because again, this is just data that we're collecting from modems that we actually manage. But these are devices that report back that they support spectrum capture both on the hardware and on the software side. So it should be very accurate. And what you'll see on there, we try to list everything because there are a lot of different models of modems and then lots of different versions of software that people are running. So the different versions of firmware are all listed as well for the same models. So that's up on that site as well as some other resources. What we'll do now is take any questions on this. I'm going to pop out the panel right here. And let's see. So, Art, one of the questions is about pricing that I anticipated.
Yeah. So this is an extremely affordable product. Like we mentioned, for very, very large to the very, very small. And it's been in the industry. It's been structured very similar to meter devices, meters that you may purchase today from your standard JDSU types of meters, DSAMs and such. So comparing it to that, I mean, it's instead of thousands of dollars, it's hundreds of dollars in most cases. And it's scaled based on the size of your MSO, the ability to be able to deploy that. So you don't have to buy any equipment. There's no probes or anything. There is the software that goes on the server side. But again, that's going to go on a server that you most likely have in your head-end today. It'll query those devices, and then you already have the meter in your hand, which is the tablet, the laptop, the smartphone. That is the meter because it's all software driven. So the idea is use the software capabilities that are given to you already within your devices that are in your network.
The question about whether this webinar will be available after today, yes it will. So we'll we're recording this, and we'll send an email to everybody who's registered, whether they were able to attend or not. We'll be getting a link to the recording at some time, probably maybe later this week or next week. As far as the server and what's required there, the server just needs to be sitting in a place where it can access the CMTS so that it can reach the CMTS and the modems that are connected to the CMTS. Again, it doesn't need to be, as far as the size of the server, especially for testing purposes, it doesn't need to be anything that's really heavy duty.
It's not a heavy-duty server requirement. We have some specs for that we can pass along if anybody would be interested in that, but it's a very, very minimal server. It runs on a Windows application.
Yeah, you can run on Windows or Linux.
Windows or Linux, right.
Yeah. And if you go to that website, remotespectrum.com, you see where there's a trial. You can just sign up for a trial, and then you can download the server software, and you can download the client apps, and we'll send you a license so that you can try that for 30 days, whatever, to check it out. So and the first thing that can do for you, again, if you download that server software, is you can then see the number of modems that you have in your network that actually would be reporting that spectrum data.
Exactly. And we know, just from what we've been hearing from a number of customers, some people say, well, we don't have many modems. It's true. You probably don't have many today, but you're going to eventually have 100% coverage of these devices as you continue to replace your modems and set tops and such in the field, because everything that's being manufactured today is going to have full spectrum capture capabilities in it.
Mm-hmm. So. And something else to keep in mind, if you don't have a lot of modems, let's say, and it will really depend on the type of modems that you're putting out in your network, but let's say you've only got, I don't know, 50 modems, 20 modems in your network. I talked about network probes earlier. Well, this is something you can kind of use as a network probe. If you've only got 10 or 20 or whatever, you can then strategically place those, or if you buy some modems, some inexpensive modems, you can strategically place those at different customers in your network to maybe get a view at the spectrum in various locations. So even if you don't have complete coverage today, you can have some minimal amount of coverage with the modems that you have out there, as well as strategically placing some in the network that will help you track things down.
And one thing to kind of note, Rick, because I know somebody asked about, what type of business, were these business cases derived before the product was deployed? And the answer to that is no. I mean, these customers, like yourselves, are learning every day. There's different functionality, different things they can do with this tool, things that they hadn't even thought of before. So it's evolving. It's evolving to how effective and efficient this tool can be used in the network. And we don't know everything there is to know about what the next business case is going to be for the tool, but we're excited that everybody now has the capabilities of using a tool like this to be able to develop those business cases, if that makes sense.
Yep. See if we got any more questions. I think that's it, Art. So,
okay, good.
So again, if you think of a question afterward, and if the webinar is already closed, then just go ahead and send us an email to info@zequorum.com. We'll be happy to answer that for you. You can go to zequorum.com or remotespectrum.com and get more information about this product and this technology as well. So again, thank you everybody for joining today. Thank you to NCTC for allowing us to present this webinar, and we appreciate it. Thanks a lot, Art.
Thank you. Appreciate it, everyone.
Bye.
Bye-bye.